Hello, everyone. Good day. Do you notice that languages can be very, very different? Everybody knows different languages sound different. However, there are more other interesting differences. Like what? Well, such as the sequence of saying things, how ideas are expressed, and where to put emphasis. Some of these differences can be mind-boggling for the new learner. It's not easy for one person who already learned one language to switch brain paradigm of the native language to new paradigm of the new language without hesitation. Here are some different examples between two languages, English and Mandarin Chinese. In English, when we say a date, the sequence is month, day, then the year, such as July 4th, 2022. In Mandarin Chinese, the sequence is year, month, then day, such as 2022年7月4号. So when we see a written date of 05/06/07, do we know what it means? In Western world, most people may think it is May 6, 2007. In Asia, most people would think it's 2005, June 7th. In English, when we say an address, the sequence is from the detail first, then zooms out to the bigger region. That is why we say street number first, street name, city, state, province, then country the last, such as 567 Smith Street, Orlando, Florida, 32789, USA. However, in Mandarin Chinese, the sequence to say an address is totally reversed. Say big region first, then zooms into smaller region, such as 美国佛罗里达州奥兰多市567号 Smith 街. Isn't this amazingly interesting? Another difference between these two languages is when to mention time in a sentence. In English, we usually mention time at the end of a sentence by saying, I went to post office yesterday. In Mandarin Chinese, however, we mention time much earlier in a sentence by saying, 我昨天去了邮局. There are quite a few double negative ways of saying things in English. For example, in English, we say, I couldn't care less. While in Mandarin Chinese, we simply say, I don't care. 我不在乎. In English, we say, we are not open until 10 a.m. While in Mandarin Chinese, we simply say, we open at 10 a.m. 我们早上10点开门. In English, we say, I couldn't have done that without you. While in Mandarin Chinese, we simply say, I relied on you to do that. In English, we say, I couldn't agree with you more. While in Mandarin Chinese, we simply say, I agree with you totally. 我完全同意你. Imagine in a contract negotiation meeting, how do you feel to hear, I couldn't agree with you? Does your heart drop? Then being yanked back up by hearing the word more. Need to hold your breath until the last moment to know the real meaning. As for grammar differences, there are countless differences in grammar between these two languages. Too many to name. I just want to point out a big one: how to ask a question. In English, we may say, "Do you want a candy?" Yet in Mandarin Chinese, we say, "You want a candy, ma?" 你要一个糖吗? The word ma at the end of the sentence indicates it is a question. And the word ma is the same for all questions, no matter who is the subject or what tense it is. Therefore, Chinese people do not need to switch out the word do for does, did, is, are, am, was, were, can, could, will, would. Dear friends, do you find these above-mentioned language differences interesting? Does it sound hard for a person to pick up a second language, especially adult? There are over 7,000 languages in the world, and among them, 23 languages account for over half of the world's population. By looking at these differences between two languages, I can only say that the world's languages are all mixed up like scrambled eggs. All possible combinations are used. There are no right way or wrong way, good way or bad way. All possible ways are used by some languages. I heard some people can pick up 5 to 8 languages without any problem, but they must be very gifted in language capability and have a very big left brain, which is in charge of verbal. What do you think? If you notice any interesting language differences, feel free to let us know in the comment below. Thank you.